I'm saying blogger knocks out Sereno. Question mark. I'm asking the people if the blogger knocked out the Sereno. I'm not stating anything, my boy. I just be yachting these fools. I just be getting these fools in the neck, dog. These fools be tucking out their neck. Diesel.
Pocho, you're lame, dog. Quit saying my name, dog. You thirsty getting clout. You get no views on your podcast anyways, dog. Stop capping, my boy. Yeah, you reached out. You talk good about me. I never did an interview with you, my boy. You wanted to go on live. I never did, because why? I know what it is. You're making a narrative that's never going to happen. Dog, there's too much bloodshed, too much bullshit going on. Prison is prison. The streets is the streets.
Black addict like a real trap addict, man.
Like a smack addict.
Again, man.
Again. What time is it?
Let's go.
Hey, what it do, what it is, what it was. This is your boy Pocho of the Chicano Podcast. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and support a real one in the field. What are we talking about today? Jon Diesel, man. You feel me? The disabled border brother. You feel me? A real one, you know what I mean? In the streets, dog. You feel me, dog? Again, bro, okay? Jon Diesel, was he a truck driver or something? Forklift driver? Anyway. Real quick, Jon Diesel is a border brother coming out of the town. He's a real one. Checked out in the streets. I got respect for the brother. Besides the thing he did with Alley Boy was just weird, bro. You brought a street issue into the internet and you even admitted that that was wrong.
You know what? If that's true, pull up a video. Get the essays online. Yeah. Who chased me? Which one of y'all stop? Don't do that. Don't lie like that, bro.
You know what? That's not to get off track, but real quick, man. Y'all know about Alley Boy, right? I mean, Alley Boy, saying that Alley Boy got chased into a store by some Southsiders, and he ran to the store, yelling, "Call the police! Call the police! They're trying to kill me! They're trying to kill me!" Dude from the store calls the police. And it's on police report and it's on camera. That's what they're saying about Alley Boy. Like, look,
hold on.
now.
Pause that.
I'm not saying this is.
So they saying you got chased by some Southsiders. You went into a store, and it's on camera in a police report. But he offers no police report, no video evidence, nothing.
Worse than that, just being chased down. Like that's.
It's all the way factual, right? But I wouldn't be talking about it if there wasn't some truth to it, right? The situation did happen, right? I don't know if it went down exactly like that, but the police report going to say exactly how it went down, right?
That's what's crazy. He's like, so we don't know if it's factual or not, but we know it did happen. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
we don't know if
but he said it did happen. Yeah, that's the thing.
But we don't know if it was factual. Like,
now,
come on, bro. Like
Jon Diesel, that's blood name.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
You got to prove that now.
Yeah.
You got to come up with that.
Yeah.
You said there's a
real
police report with my name. You got to show that now. You got to.
You know what? If that's true,
pull up a video. Get the essays online.
Yeah.
Who chased me? Which one of y'all stop? Don't do that. Don't lie like that, bro.
You know what? That's true shit. Cause like it's just like you gonna put allegations out there, man. You gotta prove that shit, homie.
Period.
You give a fuck where you at, just as a man, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. And I'm not doing that because I want to fuck his career up or nothing. I'm just saying he rapping that gangster shit, and we're gonna see if it's true or not. If it's not true, I'm gonna be the first one to let y'all know that shit just didn't go down like that. This is how it went down. But according to the streets, man, that's what went down, man. And the information that I got it from is some reputable dudes. So I don't think they would just be talking just to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so now he's gonna have to put it out there. Cause he even said himself, if it's not true, he'll go on to himself and say it's not true. Well, hey, homie, you better get it right, bro. Straight up, bro. You know what I mean?
He know what time it is.
Yeah.
You don't never, come on, bro. That don't even sound right. Like, you talking about somebody done ran me down into a store. Like, man.
Yeah, we said Southsiders.
Anybody who know me, know me. Know me. We not doing none of that.
That's fucking weird.
He gotta bring that to the table now.
Yeah.
Like, where the Southsiders from, where they at, where they side of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. There's a liquor store. Where's the liquor store? Who's the liquor store man?
Yeah.
All this come into play. Like, bro, we gonna put you on blast, bro. I ain't never been ran down by nothing in my life, ever. I'm king where I'm from, period.
Anyway, bro, Jon Diesel's out here hating on your boy, dog. And it's hard for me to hate on a real one, bro. Jon Diesel, even though he's disabled, he can't fight, You know what I mean? You don't even know what the heck the Vato's talking about half the time. He's entertaining, and he's a real one from his section, and I gotta respect that, bro. I'm guessing he probably heard some rumors and hated and didn't want to mess with the boy, but hey, he's popping off at the neck again. So we're just gonna listen to what the homeboy said. But Jon Diesel's out here hating on your boy, calling me a lame civilian, saying that I be trying to clickbait fools. Hell no, let's listen to the boy.
I don't know if I should do POCHO1 or Renegade.
Hey, don't put me in the box for Renegade, fool. That fool be fucking telling crazy stories about people in the streets and going against the mob and the fellas, bro. I'm over here making fun of rappers, dog, alright? I make fun of rappers. It's a big difference.
POCHO1.
The boy.
Pity me. That's it. I'm done with you, POCHO1. I'm done fucking with you, man.
I'm so
You
sad.
play too much. He had a picture of Bozo with a black eye. Talking about he got knocked out. Bozo gets knocked out. He gets dropped by Juan. I click. Trying to find out it wasn't that.
It wasn't that.
Not that I wanted it to be that. But I gave POCHO1 the benefit of the doubt again. Because he got me like 3-4 times.
3-4 times.
He puts the headline.
3-4 times.
I click on it, and it's some punk shit. It's some bullshit. Right? Not only that, he did a video about me when I did the alley boy thing.
Yes, bro, the alley boy thing. You literally brought things that were rumors in the streets onto the internet and tried to make them fact and make the boy look bad instead of checking in with the boy, you know? I react to things that are already on the internet. See the difference? There's a big difference. I don't bring random rumors that come out of the streets onto the internet for views like the boy Diesel again. 4 times for your boy though. Again.
And he clickbaited a bunch of y'all too. Jon Diesel snitches.
You did snitch, bro. I mean, it's like the lowest level of snitching, but it's snitching. It's not even dry snitching, bro. You snitched. You brought streets, crime to the internet. I don't know, bro. I always thought I'm talking to a bunch of people on the little yellow bus. Bunch of tardos.
On Alibo. Or he clickbaited y'all. Not only that, he clickbaited a bunch of y'all.
Oh, well, first of all, let me respond to this. So he's basically trying to say that I clickbaited everybody on the Juan, Full Community, and Bozo thing. And, man, this Vato is not only disabled, but he's a dummy. He's a dum-dum. That fool was on the yellow bus. You know what I mean? And he thought he was he thought it was he thought he was thizzing, but he's really on, he was on the, because he's a little dumb in the head, dog. A little dumb between the ears. Bro, it says, blogger knocks out Sereno, ? Should we ask ChatGPT what a question mark is? Let's educate you on what a question mark is, bro, because this is just, I know you didn't go to elementary. Hey, what's up, my boy? So I'm dealing with this border brother disabled YouTube weirdo that tries to say that I'm clickbaiting, but I said blogger knocks out Sereno ? Can you tell the people what a question mark is?
Right, yeah, a question mark means you're asking, not stating. It frames it as a question, not a claim.
Did you hear that? Can you say it one more time for the people in the back?
Sure. Putting a question mark turns it into a question, not a claim. You're inviting doubt, not declaring fact.
I'm inviting doubt, not declaring fact. Did you hear that, people?
Exactly. A question, not a statement.
It's a question, not a statement. Thank you, my boy. I appreciate you. These fools are weirdos, dog.
Yeah, sounds like it. Just stay clear, stay calm, stay solid.
Stay clear, stay calm, stay solid. All right, thank you, bro. Have a good night. Okay, dog, do you understand that that's not clickbait? You guys got to go to college, bro. You got to go to elementary, dog. You learned that in 6th grade, probably, bro. You got to be able to put together a sentence. I'm saying blogger knocks out Sereno. Question mark. I'm asking the people if the blogger knocked out the Sereno. I'm not stating anything, my boy. I just be yachting these fools. I just be getting these fools in the neck, dog. These fools be tucking out their neck. Diesel. Crybabies everywhere, dog. When I grew up, I never in my life thought I'd come back to the gang world and there'd be crybabies crying on the internet about how bad POCHO1 is. Oh, I'm just keeping it 100. 100. On mamas. You out of pocket. My granny, bro. 36, 38. Rosside Park, dog. Fruitvale. 1920s. We been out here. Stop it. We moved to Santa Rosa, bro, to get away from the town, to get jobs out here in the fields, my boy. But man, so anyway, I'm not clickbaiting nobody. First and foremost, Diesel again. I got you.
With a video about me. When he said, Jon Diesel snitches on Alibo. The fuck is that? The fuck you mean I snitched on Alibo?
Yeah, you did. You did again.
See? That's it.
That's it.
You just lost a viewer. I'm done. I ain't fucking with POCHO1 no more. That's it. We were gonna do an interview a while back. You know, I thought, you know, because he's a civilian, he knows a couple of my homeboys.
I do know a couple of the Border Brothers. Shout out to the BBs from the Deep East Oakland, you feel me? Them shady 80s. You feel me? What you know about them shady 80s and that noventas, dog? You know what I mean? 98th, bro. Come on, bro. Don't get me started. I used to kick it on 90th and Cherry, bro. 90th Cherry and next to the liquor store where Tell Me Where to Go or one of the rap songs. I forgot which one it was. Keep the Sneak, dog. I think they remodeled it now, but come on. Castlemont High School. Fremont High, dog. The war between the 60s and the 80s and the 90s. Come on, my boy. They don't know, bro. They don't know. Where's it at? 90th Avenue, dog. Look at that. It says 90th Avenue right there. Why do you think it says that? Because one of my students from Castlemont High School got killed by a Norte on 90th Avenue in the 2000s. About 2010, 11, 12. I'm not going to say the exact date so you can't find out who it is. And I got to see how the other side feels when people that I grew up with idolizing and becoming norteños, what they do to the other side. I always saw what the other side did to our side. And I remember that I tattooed his block so I can remember that my own people took away a great student, a great kid, a brother. He never even got to be an uncle. He never even got to leave Oakland. He never even got to see LA. A border brother that I cared about, bro. You don't know my story. You guys assume too much. Never make assumptions, my boy. Shout out to the motherfucking Border Brothers.
He's got family that are reputables from Santa Rosa. He's lived in LA.
Say it again.
Viewer. I'm done. I ain't fucking with POCHO1 no more. That's it. We were going to do an interview a while back.
Say it again.
You know, I thought, you know, because he's a civilian, he knows a couple of my homeboys. He's got family that are reputables from Santa Rosa. He's lived in LA.
And I want to say something about this. It's not only that I have reputables from my city, you know what I mean, from my mom to all my uncles. All my uncles, bro. My mom. On the wall of the 50th people that changed Sonoma County history next to Jack London. On Mendocino. On the block. Downtown Santa Rosa. She's a mural in our hood in South Park. None of your mamas got a mural in your hood. Not one. Comment below if any of your mamas got a mural in the hood that they grew up in. South Park. And Valley Oak. And then eventually even Montgomery Village when we got a little bit of money. But hey, listen up. Alright? That's my mama. Worked with the United Farm Workers, all that. My uncles, bro. 50 years in the Santa Rosa school system. Santa Rosa Middle. You feel me? Come on, Burbank Elementary. I'm not going to get into all their names. My dad, my other uncle, civil rights, worked in the unions, in the fields with the workers, or unionizing workers. My cousin, a big leader in the danza community. I got people all over, bro. My family's huge, bro. I'm half Irish, half Mexican, dog. No birth control, boy. Boy! My tia has 10 kids, dog. All in Santa Rosa. But the thing that annoys me about this is I am a civilian. Because I chose to be one. But at one time I was a Norteño gang member. And it's well known in my community. I got jumped into South Park Pee-wees when I was about 11 years old. That would be in 94. I got put onto, I'm not going to say the gang name, but my gang in South Park in the summer of 98. And I put my work in the year of 97. Yeah, back then you had to put in work for a whole year. But it wasn't even like that because we all grew up there. But I don't want to get, later on maybe I can tell more of my story. But I'm not trying to glorify gangs like these fools. This is what I wanted to say real quick. When I was growing up, my family was kind of helping the community, and we were all poor too. At a certain point, my father pulled us out of poverty. At that point, at the same time, it was the late 90s. Ask most homeboys that were in the 90s. They were all going to prison. All of them were going to prison. All of them. Prison, prison, prison. A new generation had to stand up, and we did. At this time, in the late 90s, paisas, and especially in Santa Rosa, California, you can ask anybody. These motherfucking Southsiders were like 100 deep walking through the streets sometimes. It was harder to be a Northerner, I'm sorry. And I remember making a conscious decision. We used to write like South Park or whatever. I'm not going to get into details, but they basically said, hey, if you're going to write the park, you got to be part of the park, So I got put on instead of going the other way. Because right at this time, my family was starting to move out the hood and make money. But I couldn't leave my friends behind. And this is what I'm trying to get to, guys. I couldn't leave my friends behind. And I'm just going to say two of the most important names is Meckles and Matty Matt. And these two brothers were my best friends. And I even got into the hood before them to prove a point, but that I wasn't going to leave them. And they didn't even ask me to stay, really. I don't know. I mean, of course they did. They loved me, but like, well, I remember one of my homeboys saying, you didn't have to do all that. We loved you anyway. But basically what happened was our hood, a bunch of people got locked up for putting in work against all these migration of fucking paisa essays. And I'm sorry, but most of them were not down. And then we wouldn't fucking rock them. And I remember it was only Calvin, Fifi, me, Meckles, and Matty Matt, 5 homeboys holding down about 20 blocks of real hood in the 90s with a fucking old 22 rifle and machetes and things of that sort, for real. And I put my life on the line to protect that neighborhood, as cheesy as it sounds. At that time, I thought that's what I was doing. And I made these decisions when I could have walked away from my neighborhood, from my friends, and I didn't. And I stayed solid. And throughout the whole time of my time in active gangbanging, I never snitched. I never got onto any kind of paperwork. You can't find paperwork on me. And I want to remind you people, brothers and sisters, that if you don't got a paperwork on a homeboy, no matter what he's doing, you don't got shit. So you know it. If it's not in black and white, it's just a fucking rumor. And fools get knocked down for rumors. And I'm clarifying and getting to know, like trying to understand what's going on. And I'm not doing anything wrong because I'm responding to the internet. And what's important to me is while I'm not trying to glorify and say I'm this big tough guy, I wasn't. I was a player and a money maker, and I brought all the white girls to the hood. And I loved to fight, and I had a temper. I would fight my own homeboys. I'd fight anybody. I've never turned down a fight in my whole fucking life. And I promise and trust and believe I'll never turn one down with any of these YouTube fucking dorks. And in that time, bro, I stayed solid. I took care of my people. I never left my homeboys. And we all made it out alive. And all of us became fathers. And I can't watch another generation of young men destroy their lives like most of our homeboys did. And if you want to call me a punk, a civilian, this or that, you can, bro. But I know who I am. I know my story, and you can't take that from me. And I promise you, no comment, no funny look in real life. Nothing is going to change my truth and what I believe in. And I'm sorry I'm going on a rant, but the truth is, Diesel, is I would never call the cops. I ain't no civilian. I'm something else. But I'm a man from Santa Rosa and really from South Park, really from Valley Oak. And I love my people. And I will always tell my story and stand up for what I believe in. And I don't believe in gangbanging anymore. And I have the right to speak my mind. And you guys don't have the right to threaten my life just because I don't believe in this anymore. And I'm going to tell people that we got to do something different.
He's worked for some type of government, or I don't know, I guess they say he's lived in LA.
Worked at Homeboy Industries.
He's worked for some type of government, or I don't know, I guess they said he had a job with next.
Oh, and lastly, people, sorry. And then I moved on and went to college with the blessing of all my friends. And I came back, and he's saying I worked for a government agency. I worked for the city of Santa Rosa in the Office of Community Engagement as a violence reduction specialist. I was trying to reduce violence. How can that be a bad thing, bro? And I was seeing that they wouldn't let me talk to my people the way I talk to you guys right here. Basically, this podcast is kind of like a gang prevention podcast, but keeping it 100, talking shit. I want to talk shit. Like, if I was 15 years old, yeah, some of you lames get all butthurt, but because you guys are already lames. But the real ones see me. They see what's going on. They see that I'm not afraid to talk my ish, bro, and they love it. And yeah, I might not be at 30, 40K, but I also don't buy any views or followers. And the main thing is that I tried to do that, but it wasn't working. They were always trying to demonize the hood. City government, they were always trying to like make the hood look bad, gangs look bad. And the people there are like a piece of shit now. They're like the worst. The Violence Prevention Partnership was destroyed by basically white people and the lowrider community. But like, I left it because I couldn't be like that guy, that gang prevention guy, bro. That shit is cheesy. I don't want people to leave their gang. I don't want to prevent the hood from growing. I just want you to redirect your energy. Don't drop out, bro. I didn't. Redirect your energy, and if you're a real one from your hood, they respect it. And most of my friends did. It's just the podcast thing. People are very surprised by this.
To the police department or in the Santa Rosa. He's lived in LA. He's worked for some type of government, or I don't know, I guess they said he had a job with, next to the police department or in the police department.
I did see. He just be saying things, bro. I didn't work in no police department. I worked at City Hall, which is, I mean, on the same block as the police, but like way down, you know, on Sonoma Avenue. You know, City Hall, bro, where everybody works that works for the government.
I don't know, something along those lines. I don't know. Maybe he can clear that shit up, man. I don't know. But hold on. POCHO1. Why do you do these clickbait videos, man? I understand.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know how to put a sentence together. They're question marks.
Understand the views, right? I know you need it. Because you've been on it and you've had plenty of opportunities too. You was on the Fools community. You fucked.
I wasn't on the Fool community. I helped create the Fool community podcast.
That off. And you started.
I didn't fuck that off. I stood up for my beliefs. They weren't treating me like somebody that started it. So you stand up for yourself.
Your own shit, and it's taking you a long time to get going.
It is taking a long time because the truth hurts most people. Most people just want to be entertained, bro. They just want to laugh at you. They don't want to. In my page, you gotta really think if you're gonna listen to me.
Okay, I get it though. It's just not easy, right?
It's not easy.
But if you're gonna keep lying to the viewers, It's probably why you're not getting the views, because you're lying to the people.
No, bro, you just don't know English, proper English. I'm asking the people questions.
They don't come back because people don't like to be lied to. So when you tell me that Bozo got dropped by one and you put a thumbnail with a black eye, I might take your word for it.
I didn't put the black guy. That was just a regular picture I got off of YouTube. Go look at it. I'm gonna show the picture of it and then I cut it out.
Because you're a reputable civilian, right? You're not
a reputable civilian. I kind of like that. I kind of like that one. I'll take that, reputable civilian. That's right. Again.
By one and you put a thumbnail with a black eye, I might take your word for it. Because you're a reputable civilian, right? You're not a dropout. You're not basura. But
yeah, I would really appreciate not being called a dropout because I never dropped in. I never went to prison. I'm not even, and I've never tried to. You can't find one person on this earth that will tell you that I walk around trying to be a tough guy about gangs. Not one time, dog. I've never tried to be a super Norteño, dog. But I'm just saying that you're not gonna take my story. I was there, dog. All my homeboys were there. I could name off, 50 people that I actively gangbanged with, and that's just a little bit in my hood, in the '90s. So, but I'm not going to, dog.
The games that you're playing is basura. But we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about your activities, right? I'm done with the punk shit. You're not going to get me to click on any more of your videos ever again.
You're going to click on this one.
Next time I hear about POCHO1, it's going to be through a short or because I clicked on another channel and he was talking about you. But I'm not going to go to your channel no more. You just lost a viewer, man.
Ooh.
POCHO1. Man. Hey,
real quick though, Diesel's a real one. He's a real reputable for Border Brothers. He's got disabled from a lot of the gangbanging that he, being a real one. So in the end, he still gets my salute. He gets my respect. He gets my likes, follows. I'm still supporting him. I still like him. Even if he don't fuck with me, I fuck with him. I don't know. For me, if I know you're a real one in the field, bro, that's why I like to say that, a real one in the field, because I meet people, even in bodyguard and security work, I meet a lot of real ones in the field, bro. And, Diesel's a real one, bro, so I send mine to you in full respect, and even if I joke around, it's just like how we did in the night, bro. I wish we could just all go back to how we were in the 90s, where we could joke with each other, say real things, offend each other, but still be homies or still be cool.
Look, POCHO1, I don't want no problems with you. You are a civilian. You will call the cops on me. You will call the cops on any street dude. You will call the cops on crime.
No, I want to be very clear about this. When I do my security work, I will do whatever it takes to protect my clients. If that means calling the police, yes, absolutely. And I will make sure that we just really get at you, bro, because I love protecting people. But with that being said, no paperwork ever from all the 90s and early 2000s when that was the real time to gangbang. Let's be honest, if you're not 40 and up, bro, I might be nice and say 37, 38. But the reality is, the real dudes that were doing it were this guy Diesel's age. Guys that were older than me. I'm trying to tell you, the guys that came before me were like Woody's generation. And even in his rap song, he says in 93, we did this. In 94, we did that. In 95, this. And 94, you forgot. In 98, And then he ends in 97 and 98. In 97, 90, I came in the late. I was already, as a peewee, I was already in the mid-90s. But as anybody knows, in the peewee gangs, you're riding bikes, you're slanging, you're bringing dope from one spot to the other, you're losing your virginity, You're shooting your gun for the first time, you're doing your first little ding, 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 getting in fights. But, you're learning everything to get ready. And this is back when we had peewee gangs and then into the bigger gangs, bro. We had a little feeder system. Shit was real in the field. So that's what I'm saying. You guys can't take that from me, I did that. And I did it successfully. And I never snitched on not one homeboy. And I'm talking about, I never even, when gang task force stops you, they'll try to make you say, hey, tell me your homeboys' names and their nicknames. Not even said that, bro. None of that, bro. None of that. None of that. I was always a charming dude. I'd be making the cops laugh when you're like lined up. You know how they'd stop you and you have to line up and check you and take pictures of you when there was an actual gang list and you got certified. You still get certified, but anyway, I would just joke with those fools because I'd be lit. You feel me? And sometimes I'd be like hiding a bottle, you know, trying to hide, make sure that they wouldn't get it. So that's how we got out of a lot of things with cops, by making them laugh and running. Motherfucker, I played soccer for a while. I was fast as fuck. So all that to say, I know I'm yapping this one, but this is a personal one, man. So I don't care if it doesn't get a lot of views. I just want to tell my story a little bit too. I would never snitch on people, dog. Even right now, there's homies of mine in my hood that don't like me, bro. And I wouldn't snitch on them. I still never did. There's not one homeboy in Santa Rosa, California, Windsor, Hillsburg, Cloverdale, Petaluma, Novato, San Rafael, the whole North Bay, like, that can say Vallejo, that can say that I snitched on them, that I hurt them, that I got them in any kind of trouble, bro. I've always been a solid dude in the streets, you know. I've always been generous. I've always spread the money and the wealth around when other people weren't doing that. So I'm not going to take none of this saying that I'm going to snitch. Again, one more time, the only time I would ever do that is when I'm working. And if that means you're coming into my work and you're going to lose every time.
Whether it's a crime against you or a crime against somebody else, you will call the cops.
No, I won't.
If you're witnessing it.
I will handle.
You will.
I'll handle court on the streets.
POCHO1 will get on the stand.
No, I won't. I've never been on the stand, so how can I get on the stand? I'm 43, bro. I've seen a lot.
Like, hey, he will. So don't go beating with POCHO1. You gotta keep him at a distance.
I like this one. At a distance.
Like, hey.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, POCHO?
Hey, POCHO.
You know? And keep pushing.
Keep pushing. That fool said, keep him at a distance. You should do that, bro. I mean, I don't want to be, bro. If you're a criminal, stay the fuck away from me, dog. You're a loser. You can't hack it as a real man with a job.
Jail fucking around with POCHO1, especially if he's doing this rap shit. Oh man.
That's why, like, Jon Diesel, if you ever said this to me in my face, I would literally pick you up and throw you on your head, you know, and break your neck, my boy, if you ever tried to say that I was a snitch in real life, bro. I just want you to know that. You and any of your homeboys, dog. Because I'm a ferocious savage when it comes to once the South Park Hulk is unleashed. Ha!
Man, I wouldn't want him near me. I wouldn't want POCHO1 and hanging out with me.
I don't hang out with dudes. I hang out with females. I was just with a woman right now.
Man, imagine me hanging out with all the McFarlane cats, right? And some shit pop off. And they snatch POCHO1 up. Nigga, we going to jail. All of us.
That's never happened. That's never happened. Anytime I've ever, even when I was partying in UCLA and CSUN and USC and Santa Monica College, none of us went to jail. Shout out to Popeye.
He's seen it all. Am I lying though? I'm just saying though.
You are lying. That's the problem. That's what I think about you guys, man. Diesel, you bring things from the streets onto the internet, and then also you lie. I don't lie, and I only react to things that are already on the internet. Big difference.
POCHO, but see, thing about POCHO, he doesn't claim to be a gangster.
Thank you.
He doesn't say he's a gangster. You know?
I mean, I was, but now I'm a revolutionary.
And he
ever heard the revolutionary but gangster?
Ain't no punk either. I'm sure he'll get down. I'm sure he'll whoop somebody, right? He was rooting for Juan. He was hoping Juan did whoop Bozo.
I was rooting for Juan. Why? Podcasting is about taking sides and having takes, not just sitting in the middle like Diesel does and kisses ass to everybody. He kisses the Norte's ass, kisses the South side. That's what I'm not gonna say that. Forget it. I was gonna say something. I can't see. I'm working on myself.
It doesn't matter to me. I mean, look, I fuck with Bozo, but whatever they got going on, that's between them, right?
It's on the internet, bro. Stop it.
You know, that's their shit, right? You know, but The Nortes don't even fuck with POCHO1. They don't. They don't fuck with him.
They don't.
He should be a voice too.
I should be a voice, but they don't.
Because
it's sad, bro. They don't. But I get more hate by Nortes than Southsiders, dog. It's sad. And they're my own people, bro, that I love and care about too. But, bro, if you're going to support some of these bozos, no pun intended, for real, actually hella pun intended, like BFD and these fucking self-snitching ass fucking active gang members on the internet, you don't know you're a gangster.
I don't know why they don't fuck with him, right? I don't know why. I don't know why they don't fuck with POCHO1.
That is sad. I do be a little sad about that.
I know that POCHO1's mother is legendary.
Thank you. I do appreciate you calling my mother legendary.
Shout out to her. But no shout out to you, Pocho. Not to you.
Damn.
Caveman looking at him.
He said caveman. Look at you, look like a caveman, but you don't got no more hair. I do kind of look like a caveman.
POCHO1.
I look kind of like a Neanderthal.
Oh man, look, man, I ain't gonna waste no more time on this dude, man. Look, look.
All right, this one, is it done? Because this one's.
Look, man, I'm done, man. Look, check it out, man. Look. Cut that old shit out, man. Hey, look, Pocho, look, man. Look, stop, man. Just stop while you're ahead. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Just stop while you're ahead. Right? Stop while you're ahead. You're winning right now. Thank
you, I'm winning. Thank you. The views are up. I appreciate everybody for subscribing and let me know what I can do better.
It's kind of like I've been passing alley-oops to a bunch of podcasters and YouTubers, man. I've been shooting y'all alley-oops lately, man. Boy, y'all see go check out my Instagram numbers, boy.
Go check out my Instagram numbers. 1.5 million in like 2 weeks.
And I never really fuck with Instagram. I really don't. But now I do.
Go follow Jon Diesel on Instagram.
Anyhow, go check out my Instagram page, man. Go fuck with it, man. Jon Diesel, man. I'm gone, man.
All right, everybody. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you guys think that I'm a clickbaiter again. I ask questions. I'm not going to write did. It doesn't look right. I just wrote, again, one more time before we get up out of here. Blogger knocks out Sereno, ? Go back in the beginning of the video, ChatGPT that. I would never snitch on nobody. I never have. I would never get on a witness stand. I am a gangster, but I turned into a revolutionary. I'm not a snitch. I never have. And I'm 43, bro. That means something. And I'm part of the era. Ask any 43. Look in the eyes of a 43-year-old Chicano man in California, and it'll say a lot. Shout out to all the men that are still here. We're still here, no matter what they say. Anyway, this is your boy POCHO1, a real one in the field. I really hope that you guys support me and see through all this fucking buffoonery and madness. This is your boy POCHO1 from South Park, Santa Rosa, and I'm out.